Hello, Internet. You don't know me, but I certainly know you. And I am back trying to, I guess, continue my Dark Souls playthrough that I started in the last video. And today, see, I always try to come into these videos with some kind of a topic, something to discuss, like just so that I'm not, like, mindlessly rambling. But today I don't really have that great of an idea, but I just kind of, I don't know, I've been thinking a lot about, like, my sense of self. I've been thinking a lot about what exactly people are, if that makes sense. And what I'm trying to say is that, like, we often attribute ourselves to such, like, superficial concepts of what makes people people. And it's difficult to describe exactly what I mean by that. But, because, like, I saw a clip of that one guy. I forgot what his name was. Hold on, let me actually tab out. I'm gonna look this guy up. Hold on. I need to see who this is. Hold on. Crap. I think I forgot the guy's name, but it was some guy I saw. My bad. And he was basically talking about how a lot of people don't really know who they are. And how, you know, we attribute certain things. I forgot to level up. How we attribute certain aspects of ourselves to be us, quote unquote, like our names, our ages, our bodies. But that's not really us. That's just things that we have. We say our names, our bodies, my name, my body, my face. So, who is the my in this equation? That's kind of the question that I've been thinking about lately. And, you know, it's kind of made me think, like, can you really even quantify a person? Is that really even something you can do? Like, can you even describe yourself in your entirety? Because I really don't think you could. And I'm cooked. I really do not think that you could ever really hope to encompass yourself within a sentence or within a descriptor. Because us human beings, we are just so damn complicated like that. We just can't really be encompassed by words alone. And if you tried, I think that's the reasoning for a lot of people's dissatisfaction with their life. They try to describe themselves. They try to ask, okay, who am I? How am I, like, my own unique person? And I really don't think you can. Humans are such versatile and such complicated creatures. I don't think it's really possible to just describe them like that. And as I said, trying to, I think, is a big mistake. But that's just me, but, like, I feel like the trying to do that is what leads to so much unhappiness and so much uncertainty, when really, you're not supposed to understand exactly what or who you are. And like, that's just not something that I think really deserves a lot of, I guess, thought. Sorry, I'm locked in. I'm not as locked in as I thought. Well, I'm certainly more locked in. Now that I'm not yapping. And I'm dead. That's fine. That's fine. I should equip Sunlight Spear. I was busy yapping. But, who we are is such an imperative thing in a lot of our lives. that we place so much focus onto, when really who you are is a sum of so many different things. Actually, I did want to talk about nature versus nurture a little bit. How? Okay, buddy. I literally just said I was going to equip Sunlight Spear. Am I stupid? Yes, the answer is yes. Hold on. I gotta stop spouting a pseudo-intellectual bullshit philosophy. And I gotta attune my magic. Boom, lightning spear, boom. There we go. Hold on. That's really funny. I'll get the knight later, who cares? I'll get the black knight later. Let me just... See, look, Sunlight Spear just makes it so much easier. It's literally just like a cheat code, basically. Hi, buddy! And just BAP! Boom, dead. It's kind of unfair, really. It's kind... Wow, thank you, FromSoft, for giving me such a high damaging lightning spell so early in the game when almost all of the enemies are weak to lightning. Very balanced. Very balanced. Top 10 balance. I can just deal with this guy with my mace. Bop! 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 And now that I'm kind of in the zone, I can continue talking. So maybe I'm not as in the zone as I thought. Oh shit! My buddy swinging a miss. So anyways, nature versus nurture. That's what I was talking about. Nature versus nurture. It's the simple question of, is your behavior, is your, I guess, self inherited or is it learned? Is it inherited or is it acquired? And I think that choosing just one option is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of like discounting a lot of the complexity of people. I feel like it's a mix of both. I feel like we are born with a certain core to us that is unchangeable. But as we go on through life, we adopt certain things. It's like a jawbreaker. We're making analogies. We're making analogies. We're doing it. But actually, no, I can do this with a Dark Souls metaphor. This is a good idea. Which, see, look, yourself is like your build. Which basically means that, like, you choose your class, and that's your certain core that you cannot change. You cannot change your starting stats, but what you can do is you can add levels onto yourself. And you can increase different stats. Oh crap! And that's my grand analogy. Yeah, no, I think there's a certain core to us, a certain part of us that we all have that we cannot change, but we can pick up and put down certain aspects of ourselves over our lives, and that forms the greater idea of who we really are. If that makes sense. Which, yeah, it's kind of difficult to understand, but like, and obviously you pick up so many things throughout your life, you just can't describe it all. You just can't encompass it all in one phrase or one whatever. It's just kind of something you gotta feel, you know? Human beings aren't meant to be known, they're meant to be felt. I should have just lightning speared this guy. Nice healing, Buster. Try amazing trap. That's a really good message. no, actually, hold on. I will be right back. I'm going to start up with this recording when I return. First time there's going to be a single cut in one of my videos, trust. Okay, I am return. I guess my whole unedited thing, like whole unedited commentary thing. Oh no, guys, it's a scam. There's a cut in one of my videos. Oh dear. Great Scott. This is horrid. Okay, buddy. Okay. And, there's definitely something to be said about, predisposition. And what I mean by predisposition is just the inherent qualities that you have that make you more predisposed to, like, to do or have specific things. And so what I mean by that, right, is a simple example is talent, right? Like, a lot of people say that talent doesn't exist, but I feel like that's kind of an ignorant standpoint. That's kind of a, that's kind of just like, oh, Jesus, holy moly, what the hell was that? Get down. I feel like that's kind of a, yeah, ignorant, blissful, viewpoint. Because talent absolutely exists. Like, people say talent doesn't matter, it's all about the effort you put in, but like, no, talent exists, like, everywhere. People are inherently going to be better at certain things than you are. Like, some people, like, when people say naturally gifted, this is what they're talking about. They're not talking about, oh, you didn't have to put in any effort. It's just that some people, the way that they're built, the way that their brains are developed, the way that things are done for them, is just kind of, it makes it easier for them to learn certain things, or to get a handle of certain things, and that's what we call talent. And that's not a bad thing at all. And that doesn't mean that those who are not naturally talented at specific things can't improve. They absolutely can. But that's the point. They will have to put in objectively more work in order to catch up to the person who is just naturally talented at it. And that's just kind of life, I think. I'm trying to predict when this guy will run out. Is he coming at all? Okay, here he comes. Oh, he caught me. Oh my goodness gracious. There we go. Okay, this video has not been as gracious as the last one. in my speaking or in my gameplay. I'm gonna say a movie that I feel really encapsulates the whole talent versus effort, nature versus nurture type thing is Monsters University. Because that's like the entire point, really. Sometimes you're just predisposed to not be good at a specific thing. And it's not anyone's fault, that's just how life is sometimes, and that sucks. And I really appreciate that movie delves into that, because, you know, Mike, he doesn't look scary. That's just the long and short of it. Simple as that. He just doesn't look scary. He didn't do anything wrong. He did everything right. He put in all the effort. He put in everything into scaring, but he just can't do it because of his predisposition. And that's sad and that's upsetting. And then you have Sullivan, who, on the other side of the equation, is naturally talented and so thinks that he doesn't have to put in effort. He can just slide on by, and that's not true at all. You see, if you actually want to make talent count, you gotta use it to improve. You may be at a good starting point, but you're never learning anything if you're always the best. That's a quote from young Sheldon that I just had in my brain. My bad. Where are you off to? Hello, Andre, my goat. I'm gonna go kill this guy, because funny. I'm probably gonna die. But it'd be really funny. Yeah, no, that quote is, if you're always the best, then you're never learning anything. And learning is the great... okay, buddy. I'm gonna have to learn that I need to get better at this game that I have, like, 200 hours in. We're locked in. We're gonna kill this guy, I swear. We're gonna kill this guy. Like, this guy's hitboxes are just so weird. Wait, I can just use my friggin' lightning. Am I stupid? Yes. Oh my god, I thought the long spear was gonna hit me. Zap! Zing! Pow! Drink! Gulp! Gulp! Oh my goodness! Map geometry! Yes! Yes! Thank God. He is dead. Now let's focus on them gargoyles. Let's focus on them gargoyles. Do I have any Titanite? I have no Titanite, but I can certainly buy some. Bing, bing. Mace has been upgraded. Don't get yourself killed. Do I have any souls? Oh, 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 that's one. It's time to upgrade. Reinforce. Boom. Boom shakalaka. Awesome. This video will probably be shorter than my other ones. Just, I don't know, I wanted to make a video. I wanted to spout crap about, about identity and I don't know, upbringing and Monsters University and blah blah blah. I don't know, this has been probably my most disorganized video yet. Out of the 3 videos that I've made in this format, this is probably the most disorganized. But that's fine. That's fine. I'm fine with that. I have never strived to make sure my videos are perfect. I don't know. I just go in, I have some kind of an idea of what I want to talk about, and then it just happens. It just comes out of my mouth from there. While I try and survive in this game. That was good. I hate the channelers. Channeler, I'm going to kill you. First try! Okay. That felt really good. Let me open up the shortcut to Firelink. Sometimes in life, you get shortcuts. Sometimes in life, you open up roads you didn't know were open before. Wait, can I just walk off of this? Oh god, no. I do not want to walk off. Boing. Oh my god, I've played this game so many times. Played this game so many times and I'm still bad at it. Give me that. Boing. Shovingus. Shoboingus. It's just that easy. Bing, bang, boom. How long have I been? How long have I even been recording? It can't have been that long. It can't have been that long. 20 minutes. When did I record 20 minutes? Oh, holy crap! I should probably end this. I have like nothing else to talk about. I have, and I've been recording for 20 minutes. That's ludicrous. That's insane. Oh, and now my window is being crazy. I don't know if that's showing up on the recording. I'll figure out after I end this. But yeah, no, that's another Dark Souls video. Kinda worthless, kinda useless, just kind of a lot of irrelevant yapping. But hey, since when have I ever tried to give you anything less? Might as well kill Crestfallen though. Why not? Oh my goodness. Literally just doing this for fun. If I die, that'll be really funny. Will I regret this? I might. Hit, hit, hit! Hit! Okay, there we go. I have killed a man for no reason. And that was quite funny, and there we go, that's the end of the video. Bye guys. Bye internet.